Alright, so out here messing with the 85 Celebrity. Pretty much built. Just got the windshield to take out of it. With the Rona going on, there's not really much sense taking that out, which I could do in a jiffy. Just wanted to show poor man's cage. A few scrap finds. I ain't got all my wiring like I wanted, of course. It's going to be more secure and should be less of them. Battery box, bolts to the floor, and then got your rods coming up. Typical box built with just some pretty big angle iron there. Gotta excuse the crap, I just still got a bunch of metal, extra metal in it. Shout out to Zach's workshop. I was watching him make one of these tanks. I've made one. It's working good, pretty good. Had the typical idea, but it's always tedious when it comes to messing with fuel tanks. Did this in the back. I know the golden rule usually on minis is take that back bumper off before she plows, especially being a GM man like myself, but I'll run anything. But with this setup, it's a mini version of a Caprice, and I ran those, so I'm kind of got ahead of myself, but I've got plans to, I've got it notched. If I can get that rolled up, I might cut a little bit of this excess trunk off and let it, maybe throw some wheels back on the front of that and let the old lady and me have a little fun. Because this bad boy, it's, I'm going to take my time, very well, take my time. I've never ran a Grand Prix, always ran the Lumina, same motor. I'll simplify the wiring harness. Not going to carburet it, going to wait and take the engine out of this after we finish it off. Rebuild that engine and carburet, maybe a distributor. Definitely some headers coming. But I have this beauty. I hate to use it on a compact in a way. It is, for what you can see, it's 70s. I was thinking Buick, but it's like an Impala bumper, basically. Pointy, big, bulky. But bumper shocks are maybe a ½ inch off compared to what using these and what rules I usually run. I could probably run them in the frame of this, trim it down, it'd be perfect. Or I may build me another one. That's just a bumper that came factory on the 85 Celebrity, which is like your Buick Centuries or whatnot. But I loaded that bumper for a derby that said you could have a loaded bumper as long as it appeared stock. So now I have a heavy ass, ready to go bumper with bumper shocks. But with rules changing and this season being hectic, just went ahead, built this for what most would call mini mod. I mean, poor boy's mini mod. But it is, let me know what you guys think. I took just some 4x6 square tubing, a little bit of channel iron, cut up some metal and made the wedge idea for a point and welded this hook on. Just thought, more meat the better, but with something like that, I don't want to take away from my advantage of the point or get hung up. So I may cut that back off. This is a rod. They may say cut, but going up to my radiator support, got everything I can welded in. Waiting to see if they're going to allow us to run through the K-frame, run all thread through the cradle, do that, and may take my 15s back off and go with some, just get my V-treads and go with the V-treads. Solid suspension. I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up here. I'm new to making the videos, and I I wanted to show a little bit of what I got going on. Last year, pulled second place with that. Nothing's wrong with it. It runs. I just took the wheels off to get that home from the other shop and try them out on that. But I may go to a 14er V-tread on that. And then, like I say, just took a real good pointy. I didn't know we were allowed pointies, and rode with them anyways, and there was the result in that. I mean, yeah, when I went head to head with just that bumper as a square tube and only, no modifications, it did push the cradle back just a hair, you know, split a little bit right in there, yeah. But this thing still runs and drives. This something I'm thinking about just fixing up and selling. I still got a title on that. Got motors out the ass and shit, but yeah, hang on a second. I'd like to fire this one up for you. This is the one I've kind of spent my time with this year during the what and when derby situation we're in this year, but itching to beat up on one, so we may have a little family derby. But like I say, new to the videos, just want to try to see how this one turns out, kind of see if anybody likes what I do, wants to know anything. I'd love to help anybody if I could, learn anything. I know there's millions of tricks, there's things that maybe, you know, I just love to be able to help someone and let the sport and tradition live on strong. Hang on one second. Haven't got my switch panel in here yet, but got my fuel pump going. Custom built header. I just looped it up from the manifold, put a chrome tip on it. Of course, you can see my fuel lines there. Like I say, the tedious work to trim everything up before the derby, paint and all that, but I know a million people will probably be laughing at my video and my angles and shaking around, but like I say, just pop the cherry on making some videos about the derby. As you can see, I got a small engine in there, got a couple of those. I work on any and everything with the motor, wheels. Factory fuel pump. I got a freaking mess. This factory fuel pump, as you can see, I cut a hole, put my pump down in it from the factory tank. Bondo makes the seal all stuff that works really well. This ain't the final setup, of course, that is, but all this stuff is just keep the car mobile and be able to pull it in and out of the shop. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video. Maybe have some comments for me, but next time you see it, hopefully we'll have that folded up and paint job going on. 777. Take care, God bless.